Good morning. I mainly wanted to talk to you guys briefly about not being sure of which way to go or what turns to make when you find yourself in a position to where you're kind of scattered everywhere. Me personally, on my journey, I find myself a lot of the times wanting to go one direction, feeling like God wants me to go in another, going with what I'm used to, and then kind of wanting to break out of my shell, go into a different direction and, break out the box. But a lot of times we're in that moment of confusion. I think it's kind of smart. I think it is smart to just be still and be as quiet as you can to listen to what God wants for you. I think that a lot of times we get confused with listening to things that are coming from ourselves or what we telling ourselves or what we think God is trying to tell us. But all in all, there's no perfect way to doing this. Living life didn't come with a book. And I, for one, skipped that class and did not pick up that book. But I know that in those times of me being quiet and in those times of me trying, I know God recognizes that and has continued to bless me abundantly, even in the times where I feel like I don't deserve it. I probably never do, you know. But clearly I'm doing something right. So for anybody that feels like they're in a place of confusion or maybe just not really knowing which way is up or which way is left, just try to listen to your heart. God ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. Sometimes it might be real. I mean, God is a cold motherfucker, excuse my language, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he'll say something that in my situation to me that I know that I don't want to hear, and it's real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I try to pay attention as much as I can to stay in alignment with what he wants and what direction he wants my life to go into. And I'm very tenacious. At times, I don't want to do nothing but I just want to do it all right. I just want to do it all right. And when I think too hard into something, you become too diligent into something, you're really taking yourself off of the road that you're supposed to be on. But at the end of the day, there are no wrong turns. No matter what you do, it's all going to lead you right back to where he wants you, regardless. He knows you're going to make that left turn when you should have been making a right. He knows you're going to stop when you stop. And I just thank God that he knows me better than I know myself, that he knows the moves that I'm going to make. Those hurdles and those potholes, that I jump in and I jump over. You know what I mean? It's just, this ain't about me. I just know if there's something that I can say to somebody that's feeling a little confused or feeling a little stuck right now, that I too feel the same way. But what I do is I try to be quiet. I try to ask God what he wants from me or to just let things come to me. And I don't make no moves at all. And I'm grateful that I have a just God that will bring things to me. He will show me signs. And a lot of times I'm harder on myself than I should be. I have to be nicer to myself. You have to be nicer to yourself. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You just have to go through it. No matter what it is, no matter how tough it seems, no matter what the situation is, you're in the right place at the right time. It's not going to always be like this. And that doesn't even necessarily mean that things are bad. You know what I mean? It could be one particular situation. Don't stress it. Just listen and let God pull you through it. All right? I mean that. Over and out.